nice fat one. Okay guys, we took a drive up from Sazela, stopped spot. Nothing really happening. I know they're netting at Mazamtoti right now, but no sharks or fish with them. So we're just gonna drone a bait out here at Happy Wanderers and see if we can lure in one of those big bullies that's up for a tussle and dare to take on the LD60 dogfight. So let's go see. Okay guys, we're here at Happy Wanderers. There's some guys here, Neville Barnard's here, and some other guys have been getting bronzies this morning, bronze whalers, up to 150. So there have been some sharks around. At about 400 plus meters, so we'll just see. Try our best. I can't fly that far. But I'm going to use the drone and see if I can fly that far with the drone. And I think there's quite a bit of a surge, sinker wise. We'll see how that pans out. Just running you guys through quickly for drone fishing. My preferred setup, dogfight LD60. This has got about 1,000 meters of line on. Now I'll explain quickly. I've put 65-pound backing gator braid. Then on top of that, 600 meters, then on top of that is 400 meters, or 350, 400, 65-pound J-braid. That bait breaks over 80-pound. J-braid is very underrated on the packaging. And then I put 0.75 Maxima top shot, 50 meters, and I'm going to tie a 1.8mm tapered leader onto this, a 9 meter, and then I'm also going to fish about a meter steel to my ring. On that meter of steel, I'll show you guys, I bend the knot. I don't clip it off the tag, I bend it up so that the non-return can't go past that, fishing a shark safe trace. Let's get that going. Tapered leaders, and it runs from 0.95 to 1.8mm tapered. There's 5 leaders on a spool like this. You can go straight to 2mm. Fathom, the Fathom leader material, if you don't want to taper. I know there's a lot of guys that insist on the 2mm. Okay, now on that I'm just going to use an improved Albright. Remember with the improved Albright, you leave your tags till last. I like pushing this knot up a bit with my finger. So it pulls nice and tight, you can see that. Then you grab your tag. A nice small knot, neat knot. Considering I'm using 0.75 to 0.95. Now this you can tie straight to your ring, or we'll try something. I don't know if the knot will be satisfactory, but I'm going to try it. Just tying that to just over a meter. 200 pound. See if this knot, if I'm happy with this knot. This one I'll assist, pushing it up. Now this is what I referred to, having that little tag in, which will prevent your non-return to go up your leader if that worries you on droning this bait out. Now guys, this is the new Salters drone, the 12'6". This is a prototype. Some of the cosmetics will still change. It's fitted with the proper wind grips. You'll see the new ones coming through. It's got the Daiwa logo on, the decal. It's beautiful. And then a couple of minor changes along the rod. Proper reel seat so you can handle the 80 pounds and bigger reels if you want to. Towards the end of the year we'll see them on the market. I'm quite excited about them. I think you can see there's quite a big drag in the water here, side wash. So we'll have to fish 2 sinkers because I've only got 8 ounce here. And I'll cable tie them as well. But when we talk about cable tying a sinker, we'll bend them open. And it's so that they don't clip open with a drag. There's one. Just looping my sinker on. Like so. And then I add another loop. That's for my second sinker. So basically that will be my sinker setup, sitting like that. What we refer to as the shark safe trace. This is 250 pound, you can go heavier, you can get 400 pound. It's up to you. I'm quite happy with fishing 250. Even the rod and reel, this is a nice comfortable setup to fight a big fish. You still want to be in touch of actually fighting the fish, not just drag. And I'll use my drop loop to my drone about 5 meters up the leader, 6 meters up the leader. Now what happens with this, okay, say your line breaks anywhere from here to your reel. The sinkers will hold on to the sand, it will drag all the line through this, and your fish will only swim with this piece. Okay, in this case about 1.3, 1.4 meters. And it will only swim with a circle hook in its mouth and that piece of cable with the slide clip. It's not going to drag 200, 300, 400 meters of line behind it. There you go guys, hook nice and proud, won't come off easily. About a half kilo bait to 8 ounce sinkers, maybe a little over a half kilo, that body head, or on a half kilo, I didn't weigh it so it's difficult to say. And flew it out just over 400 meters, about 410, and I used 22% battery life on the Phantom 4 Pro, the Advanced Plus. And in theory, you don't want to push it too far, but I think you would do 4 baits like that on a battery, just for interest sake. I've got 2 batteries at this stage, 3rd battery is in for a service, but that gives you a good idea. Running at 400 meters, mild wind, not a very strong wind. I drop it quite a bit longer, you saw that about 10 meters under the drone, at least. That has a lot less effect on the swinging of your drone. The shorter you drop from the drone, the more you've got that swing effect which affects your drone's flying. Alright, so you drop it nice and long. I'll show you guys what I use for a drop loop. I use a rubber band onto it. The rubber band wraps onto my leader, which makes it not slide around. And then I use just a tie with a 0.85 leader. I tie a little ring, which I put onto that rubber band. And that fits nicely into the gannet. It locks it up. And easy drop loop, so it stays on my leader. If it has to get hooked up anywhere in the ocean, that rubber band will just snap off, okay, which I prefer. I don't like the other drop loops the guys tie on their leaders, because somewhere along the line it might just snag on something. So there's little possible snags. We try and prevent any snagging up whatsoever. So the rubber band works really nice, but the main goal of that rubber band is you've still got that, with it swinging it doesn't have as much impact and effect on your drone as without a rubber band. So just a little couple of things that works for me. You can use it. I don't drone a lot of baits, to be honest, but in the last couple of days I really felt I wanted to test this new rod with the LD60, spooled up exactly like we fish it, and just see what we can hook in the Sardine Run. Now there's been no sharks close up. What's nice is this is supposed to be a reel you can cast as well. The guys say they're battling with it. I don't know, I'll take it on, I'll try it to cast on it. Say the sardines are in the bay here, I'll try and lob this rod in any case. The rod will cast perfect, the reel's something you need to get used to, lever drag. But you can take an 8-ounce sinker, 2 swords, and lob it at least 50 to 80 meters far, which is far enough for a shark to pick it up if the swords are in the bay here. Other than that, it doubles up nicely for a drone setup. And the right rod, right reel, right braid, right trace, everything set, right distance. Let's hope there's still some action. Maybe we were too late. Got caught up at the office, as it always happens. So we got here about 2.5 hours late, where they've already landed 3 sharks here by Happy Wanderers. I've got a stripy head, which has been a month in my freezer. I've got a couple of them, and I just took one of those out, which is very nice, bloody bait, a lot of smell. So I'm almost certain we're going to get some action. Some big bully is going to pick a fight due to his appetite, and that's the main reason. No swords in this area, however there's a couple of birds circling, and here and there you see them taking a dive, but nothing major here. All the action's up at Mans of Toti. They're trying to net some swords there. I don't know if they've been successful at that. But there's no sharks or game fish with them or reported with them yet. So we're going to give it a shot here. Yesterday, further south at Pennington Ski Boat Club, also this morning they got some pools, and then further down the Zela area there were quite a few sharks around. So let's hope there's still one swimming around here, nice big fat one. I don't want to undergun this reel and rod, so we're hoping for a nice big grey shark. Bar note, no introduction if you're on the carp side, and even on the saltwater side, all the big sharks there in Mazeppa and Transkei. Neville used to be on our ambassador team a couple of years ago, and still going strong, I see.
Still going strong, fast with the big fish.
Aren't you supposed to work?
That's work.
Oh, that's nice, it's almost out. Someone gonna grab it?
Just that lip is killing us.
Tyron? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Guys, it's eating me in still. There we go. That's a proper fish. There we go, guys and gals. See what he's doing? Can't tell what size this is yet. There's been bronzies around this morning. It could be one of those bronzies. I'm going to nurse it, so it might be a nurse shark. So when I get it over that back bank, it's tight sucking already, so soon with that bank you're going to have a hell of a suck. We'll see what that does. Get him over that lip. It's about 100 meters out now, just over 100. I think I might have it over that bank. So now it's just taking time here and saving some energy for the lip. that little bag there, there's a lip there that can come a bit right. We've got it. It's going to give us trouble with that extra lip. I got him out of the current. Yes, he was messing me around there, using that current to full advantage. There it is. She's very, very fat. Right, in front. A nice fat one. She's not happy with us right now. All the sardines here. Pull up. That lady took my breath away. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. She's got a real big butt, a real big belly, probably full of sards, and gave me a really good fight, that back lip. But when it got into this rip, yeah, she used it so well. I think some fish's intelligence is just a lot better than others, and they use every bit of water to their advantage. See, I could hardly move her. As you all would know, they'll move left and right. I think they're just looking for current. But she sat in that rip. She moved 5 meters that way, 5 meters this way. For probably a half an hour, it took me to get her out of that rip. And a bit more towards the right here, where I managed to get her then to this lip. And finally landed her. All these deep lips are very difficult to land them. You must also, that's why we use this very, very thick leaders in any case. Even if you're sliding and casting, because this lip could be quite steep. And with you holding it here, that line just touches that sand. It's a bit of a shell or something and you're off. But yeah, I'm chuffed. We got what we came for. Put the rod and reel to the test. And quite happy with that. Alright, Tiu's up in Natal for the week. He's leaving in 2 days, so he's from a Pumalanga club with me. My club, up inland. Nice.
By inland.
Where the millies and everything is.
Yeah.
So if this one goes now, it's your baby.
That's it. We're going to sit with it. Hopefully get a pull before we go back.
Alright guys, so that wraps it up for the afternoon. We'll come early tomorrow morning. The weed has come through terribly here, so pity for Theo. We'll see if he makes it through tomorrow. But the weed has picked up the guys next to us as well. So it just washes you all the way down to the reef there. No way to hold the bait. So even with a drone, there's elements that will allow you not to fish as well. But you do definitely have more opportunity to fish than what the Rock and Surf allows us. Like today, straight east, horrible fishing conditions for casting. I wouldn't really put a bait unless the swords are really close in and force the fish close. So having a drone really helps that on days like this you can still get a good pull and a good fight.